Hey guys, this is Snowy and today it's 6 April 2020 and it has been a while since I have been making a video about my progress in Pegasus in Ogame. So the last video, dating back all the way from October the 2nd, 2019, which is basically, well, nearly a half a year ago. Let's see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, that's like half a year ago. I made this video. It was called, Ogame Turtle Defense Part 6, in which I compared the defense here at October 2, 2019 with the defense I had back in July 2019. So here you can see the differences between those two. Now, I am not intending to make this video that long. But I do want to say that when I made the video part 6, I was not fully up to date about all the new extra classes that are now introduced into Ogame. Sufficely to say, I checked out the Collector's class, which gave me a 25% extra boost into mining, which is very useful. Okay, so the difference what you see here is like, okay, it did not add much on the plasmas. Did add some iron cannons, which is a good choice in retrospect, because since the new update, the Reaper building, the Reaper ship is having, it's a big warship, but funny enough, the iron cannon, you know, the most hated pieces of defense probably in whole Ogame, now suddenly has a rapid fire of 2 against this warship. And I'll let it happen to be that I built fairly much of those, you know. Okay, not much here, but since that started to work out, I was thinking like, okay, so these bombers have now rapid fire against plasmas and gas cannons, so it serves no real use to build these very expensive items. So I focused more on the iron cannon and on the Death Stars. So if you remember well, if I go to 512, that's about here. Yeah, you can see here that I had like 520 Death Stars. Okay, if you think like, okay, what can you build in like half a year? If you have 520 Death Stars in October 2019, and you have like, let's see, where was it? 435,000 iron cannons. Well, I will show you. Just not going around the bush. This is the current situation. So as you can see, totally no upgrades on the plasmas. I did upgrade the amount of iron cannons to 700,000. And the amount of Gauss cannons has remained the same at 110,000. I even built heavy lasers. Now let me see, heavy lasers, I had 200,000 here, so I did not build heavy lasers. I even said so, I think, in that episode I said so that I would not build them anymore. But as you can see, the amount of small lasers went from 7 million to over 10 million, and rocket launches went from 6.7, well, and a bit, to 7.8. So that's like a million extra, a million rocket launchers extra. So that keeps on going, and I focus mainly on iron cannons and just what I said about Death Stars, because the main reason for that is that now the plasma cannons cannot protect that well anymore against bombers. But the only ship that can do is the Death Star. So how much Death Star do I have now? Fleet? 2,202. So as you can see, I have not been sitting still, and I even spoke with my alliance leader, and he said like, well, you know, if somebody wants to try you out now with any fleet he's got, there is no single fleet currently in Pegasus that would even try this out, this combination. And well, that's exactly what I want, and it has nothing to do with, you know, it has nothing to do with bragging, guys. It's just, this is just a thing I do. I like building something nice. It's a bit, some people play this game as a, you know, to being busy all night, playing the fleet, playing to get somebody. I just play to build something, and these kind of, I think, defenses with these kind of rip counts, I mean, those are pretty rare because most turtlers, when I say this, most turtlers do not even get the chance to get this far, because in most cases they will get knocked down because, yeah, they are interesting for attackers somehow. But okay, they are turtlers in being, and I have been lucky. I have to admit that. I fully admit that I have been very lucky in this universe to be part of a tri-alliance that allows me to do this kind of gaming. And well, yes, it also requires a little bit of having friends in this game and having a fleeter as a good friend, which you can supply the deuterium. So as you can also see, my deuterium is already ready. It's Monday today, so for me it's a delivery day to my alliance boss. Yeah, so, and he provides me with the necessary resources to build other stuff. So it's a win-win situation. He gets the deuterium, so he can play his game, and I get my stuff to build my stuff. So yeah, that really helps. Yeah, so I have nothing more to add up. It's now 6 April 2020. We are all in lockdown here due to Corona. So yeah, enough time to spend here to click a button. Oh my God, you know, sometimes I'm bored to death. But anyway, so yeah, well, let's just check out what the marketplace has for me. Small container. What do we have? A Kraken bronze. Pretty useless. Okay, I prefer Detroits. You know, I collect this stuff more and more up. You know, if I go to my inventory, for example, I don't spend them. So, especially Detroits, it's a little bit messy here. But you know, when something happened, then it's nice to have a whole bunch of construction, for example. No, yeah. Well, whatever. So no, when you have Detroits, it's pretty nice if you have like on your main planet, where I have a Nanite 9 in combination with a Shipyard 18. So that builds up pretty fast. If you know what the building time of a Death Star is, I will show you. The Death Star build time is 3 minutes and 10 seconds now. How many of these things do I build at once? Well, every week, on average, I think between 50 and 75. It depends a little bit of other projects, etc. I build, but yeah, that's basically it. And also these crawlers, I did not know those function of these things, but these things help with getting you extra resources. I will show you by clicking on resource settings. Look, this is the collector item, so you get 25% more mine production and 10% energy production. That is this class. Also, as a miner, I have a geologist aboard, naturally. By accident, I have at this moment a 30% metal booster. I found it. And what I wanted to say about the crawler, yes, it's about here. The crawler is a thing that helps excavating, but uses a lot of energy. So make sure that you don't use too much crawlers, otherwise you get situations like this. If you have a planet 15, look, I have 736 crawlers, but I'm using only 500 because if I use more, then it uses too much energy. So be aware of that. I mean, especially on planet 15, build like a solar plant as high as possible, and yeah, you'll be good to go. So, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you somewhere, well, let's say in December. Okay, guys, see you. Bye bye.